My name is Chef Safari, and here is my food trailer serving African fusion here in Durango, Colorado. Um, the reason of my cuisine in town is I can tell you it's the missing piece of puzzle because there's so many restaurants in here, and at the same time, I thought it's one thing that they are missing the flavors of Africa. There's no African fusion restaurant here in town. So the culture of Africa, if you are born on a sunny day, they will always call you sunshine. When you are born on a rain day, they will call you almost rain or something. When you're born on safari, they're gonna call you safari, and that's exactly what happened to me. My mom had me the last month of delivery, and she had her mom was very sick on the other side of the jungle, and she, without a second thought, decided to walk across the jungle to go and see her mom, who was living the last days of her life. And in the end, I was born in the middle of jungle with no help at all, and she named right me there as, Safari, as I told you from the beginning. And here I am. I'm Safari. Was born in the jungle. So the story of me being in Durango at the moment is I met the hotel owner of Strata Hotel 2008 in Zanzibar when I was a chef there. So basically he invited me here as a guest chef in Durango for 1 month, and during that time I introduced a lot of specials in the restaurant Mahogany Grill, and by the end of my guest chefing, he offered me a job in future if I would like to come back here and do it. So when I went back to Zanzibar, a friend of mine offered me a job in the cruise line, whereby I was all over the world. And at that time, I remember very well, I was in Greece when he sent me an email to say he has all my permits ready for me to come and work in Durango. So by then, I was so quickly to make a decision because I was tired of being away from my family, and this was an opportunity to reunite with my family again, and here I am. Since that time, 2013 up to now, I'm here. They were not here. They were in Africa, but I was never with them. I was all over the world. So the only place that I could be with them together was only when I moved here. So food trailer is non-stop prep, always. You prepare your stuff freshly, daily, every minute, so that after a long day of standing, sometimes you feel like, let me sit down. But when you think about the value customer who comes to your doorstep, who needs to be served really well. That's what keeps you going. Yeah. So this kind of veg, back in Africa we call it the sukuma wiki. It means push of the week. We eat a lot of these kind of vegetables back there because it's the only affordable vegetables. But many people, they don't realize it's a superfood. This is a superfood. But it's all family of color greens. But again, it's superfood. Why buying a supplement of color greens when I can buy it freshly and prepare it freshly? All right, Moroccan lamb and beef street platter. That's the business we're talking about. So my name is Arnold Safari Ngumbao. I'm from Kenya originally, and I'm an American citizen here. I moved here as a chef. My career journey is I've been a chef all over the world. I've been cooking Northern Europe. Sweden is the place where I went for culinary school, and then I worked in Barcelona, I worked in Italy, and then I moved back in Africa, Zanzibar. At the same time, I really ventured a lot in Africa because I was a chef without borders in Africa. So I cooked a lot and taught a lot from North Africa to South Africa. I was teaching on how to eat well on a low budget, at the same time analyzing the recipes, making them better, a little bit different with the knowledge that I have as an international chef to make it better. And that's what I'm doing right now here in Durango. And I started my food trailer here 4 months ago, and quite an adventure because all what I've done in my menu is to pick all the dishes that I have been teaching in Africa, all the regions I've been, making them better and introducing them in Durango. So right away here, what I'm about to do here is to start making injera bread, the fermented bread. And this is from Ethiopia originally. And the flour is made out of teff, so most of the injeras are gluten-free, lactose-free, and we're about to make one right now here. And the curries are on the other side, which I will just after this show you. And this is how you make it. So this is like a fermented pancake. Usually it's sour, and it goes very well with beef curry, vegetable curry, doro wat, the chicken dishes and all that. But I've modified it in a way that it's a classic, different from the Ethiopian dishes that are being served all over in Ethiopia. Mine is, I've designed African kimchi, which goes with every dish that I have. And this is how it should be. So this is the injera we have, and after making flat like that, and then we roll it to be able to pack it as a dish, and that's how it should be. All right. And I will make one plate here for you so that you're able to connect with the dishes that I've designed to make here. Needs patient and to be handled really delicate to make sure that you have it all cooked well. Very spongy pancake, and you can see it here. So I'm gonna show you how we make it here. So beef curry, I'm gonna make the beef curry small one, which we normally use it a small portion of the injera here, and you can come near here. So this is the African kimchi here, and I'm gonna do it for you. And as I said, this plate, I've designed it according to what I've been teaching, at the same time understanding the depth of the dishes that come along with it. Victor, do you have color greens going on?
I should have the color greens.
Okay. So the beef curry, this is a concept whereby every dish is designed to go faster, because most of the people who come here for lunch, they don't have so much time to waste. So that's a dish, and then color greens is gonna come here, and the dish is almost ready. Uko nazo mahali? Uko na turmeric chai hapa eh? Okay. That's the dish, complete dish. And then possibly utaiwa mtu. Yeah. We just get some garnishes here. That's the whole dish about it. All right. So my team, Victor Safari, my son, right-hand man, he helped me designing the menu too. So Martin, my nephew, right? So all these family members, they really know the menu because this is their food that they used to eat since they were very little. So that's how we do it, right? It's only me who doesn't have the, what do we call it? Dreads or rasta, but soon, right? So the falafel usually goes with braised lentils, with coconut milk, together with the African curry paste. Goes with the both lentil, both samosas and falafel. Samosas. That's the spice beef samosas. Is this free? Yes, ma'am, I'm open. All right, thank you. Bye. Food order is coming in. And the way to bring them together is through food. Yeah, it's the only way. Are we going to meet at Chef Safari's restaurant? Yes. What is he having this week? Lamb. I will just put lamb. And the rest, how? Leave it to me. I'll handle it. Right? Yeah. There is always ways of cooking lamb in different kind of ways. 3-way lamb, 4 ways lamb. Some in curry like that, some grilled, some stuffed lamb in figs and spices and all those kind of stuff. Yeah, you serve it really bone-in lamb. People, you can just bring to the family table, they can do carving for themselves. So there is always ways to create that wow effect. Nowadays, people, they just pass through McDonald's and pick up for himself, that's it, for themselves, you know. We need dishes which will bring the family life back together, you know, and that's what comes out from where I come from. You know, village, people eat together on one plate, bare hands, you know, not knife and fork in our world. You connect the food, you connect with the food from the touch to your mouth to the soul. Yeah, because people have lost so much in family. It doesn't really make sense nowadays. Family? No. People need to go back to where we came from. People used to sit together as a family and eat. The only days you expect people to sit down and eat is only Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all those kind of stuff. You know, days like those. But in the concept of my restaurant, you will be able to call your neighbor a family. Eat together. You'll be able to call your friends together as a family concept. Meals. Eat, enjoy yourself, understand the real meaning of coming together. Moroccan lamb is here. So the Moroccan lamb is braised in star anise, African curry, sour cream, pearl onions, and all the spices that needed in that. I don't want to, tell all my secret spices in here. But when you come here, this is the dish which can really blow your mind away. So this is how the couscous looks like. Then we put garnish and ready to serve, and that's how we do it. This is the plate we're talking about. Guys, tell people out there about us, because we want to sell the food we make.
This is the best food in the world.
Thank you. Makes me feel good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
See you soon.
All right, thanks a lot. All right. Yeah. Hiyo ya kwanza
Ushafanya Moroccan lamb?
ndio inanguruma hapo sasa hivi. Yeah.
Na hizo lamb
All right, so I'm waiting for the pita bread here to make it work. That's the lamb. Hey, I think the best advice I can give is business, you need to be present, opening and closing, to identify the problems which are daily occurring and finding solution by yourself, the way you can handle it. Because any entrepreneur learns the model of the business and solutions by learning them every day. So you need to be dedicated to be present all the time, see them, solve them, find a solution every day. But if you've started your business and you're never there, you'll never learn it. And chances are you're not gonna make it. The thing is, I would advise the only way you can decide you like it from your heart, the only way you can make decision is you jump. Don't ever wait the right time to do it. Just decide and go for it. Because it's like opening parachute, right? Before you open it, there is that scary moment before the parachute opens. And then the whole fun of gliding and going easy, it's there. But the decision of you making that jump is the most critical. Jump, because the only decision you can, the only way you can know that you're gonna succeed is when you have it from your heart. Yeah, you have it from your heart. You wanna do it, then decide and take a decision. But if you keep on waiting, there will be never a right moment to do it. The right moment is when you jump. Right? Alright, I think we're ready to go. Let me close the gas. Kitchen. You know how you can really make it good, you know? in one of the hotels here in town. But when she told me I'm going through chemo right now, and I'm in town because you know, after she told me that, I said, don't even ever cook for yourself until you leave. So I took responsibility because I was in charge of the kitchen there, cooking for her and all that. And as an executive chef, I bring in all her stuff she buys, cook for them, give it to her in the restaurant. She in the end really got well completely. That's why she came with the husband and kids and spent time in my house there. So she want me to go and work in San Antonio. She's back to normal now. She is really a strong woman. So she brought so many friends to me, to my house, so many of her friends. I was like the piece of San Antonio in Durango, you know. So I met this chef who really went out of his way. He said, you know what? Don't even think about cooking for yourself. I'll handle it. And I did. The first day she brought like ingredients to make one soup. I made 6 different kind of soups out of one. Different. Out of coconut, gourmet soup, those kind of stuff. She loved it, man.